life, no matter what you've been through, all the transgressions and trials and everything that you've been through, your own experiences, like you always said, you've always been yourself, and you've bounced back so relentlessly. And so it's almost like it needs to be applauded. And that's why when I start, real quick, I'm gonna let you talk. But how have you been able to stay composed throughout everything that you've been through, like being in and out or whatever, like going through these type of experiences? How have you been able to be yourself, and it still like is a keen sense of letting the younger youth, myself and younger individuals, still look at your radiant light and be like, I like him. What is that one thing that makes you stand out in your mind?
The evidence is you and y'all and everything. It's you know Satan, if for lack of a better word, whatever y'all want to call him out, you can't put illusion in your mind. The evidence is you. I'm talking about no matter what it try to go in your mind, when I see you and I see them, I can tell I'm bumping. I can tell I'm on the right track, because I'm talking about, so if it was a sacrifice for one, because here's the thing about it is, the mindset that I have, there was penalty to it, and the first thing they're gonna put it on, oh, you made choices and you made your and that's not always the case with niggas and everything like this, because a bunch of stuff went on. Survival was mandatory at a lot of points. You wouldn't understand that because you ran over there and got a float from Harvard. That's all it was a float. Soon they get there. Anyway, man, yeah. So
what keeps you yourself? What keeps you yourself? Basically, like, what keeps you like being who you are, that makes people like feel like they have to be around you? Like every time I come around, I feel like I have to come say something to Uncle David. Where Uncle David at? What he been doing? Like, if I don't hear about you in a while, like, I have to call in, I have to text, what's going on with Uncle? Like, what has been that thing inside your life that makes you feel like you've always been relatable? You've always been that person that maybe never wanted to judge anybody. And that's a lot of things that the youth like myself and other individuals younger than me, they look at that and they look at older, like we call them OGs, right? OGs, we look at them like they don't want to share information. They want to shun us to the point to where it's like, you're insignificant. You don't have nothing to offer me because I'm older than you. What has been that one thing in your life to where you feel like, you know what? I'm not going to shun you. I'm going to still listen to you because you may have something valuable to say. And because I'm older than you, I don't feel like I shouldn't listen to you. What is that one thing that makes you feel like you can be yourself?
Because when we start getting one and we start keeping it real like that, all of the ones that come around you, we don't have a choice. I'll tell you something. I'm talking about keeping it gangster, this and that. Keeping it gangster, you don't have a choice to really run off somebody that's seeking knowledge, that's looking this and that. We just not allowed. We don't have to submit to something that's just not of a God conscious. But anytime I see somebody or we see somebody like that, man, it's your responsibility to talk to them. Oh, I ain't got time, I ain't get that. So if that's the more priority than the rewards and the peace that you get, go with. You know what I'm trying to say? And
yes,
guess what though? And it is rewards and peace, and that's what's retreated me from my lifestyle. It's retreated me when I start leaning and understanding, which it's been I just thank God for the fight that's in me. You feel what I'm trying to say? Because only He can keep me going on. Because the battle is not mine, it's His. You know, you probably saying, I know this, and it's a scale and it's a balance. And no matter what people been saying, boy, my stuff must be in tilt the scale, cause He be popping your boy off.
Yes, sir.
Now, nigga, that looking.
Right.
They ain't even look no more. So that's like David and I don't know. I'm talking about, I ain't praising me. I'm saying to God, I'm giving the glory. But I know the instrument of me, I saw them dudes buy and people buy to what I'm talking about. Not as an arrogant way, but I seen that. So that's why I'm still Him. It's the God I had. God of Abraham, God that. Listen, he did. You know why David and them felt that way, boy? Go God, and felt like God was there because I felt it. And as I look back right now, see, the thing about it is to destroy you before you get to this point as a black man. See, and guess what though? Because at a certain point, you'll know if you had been fighting and following. And guess what though? I got to that point now. And so now, my comfort and my peace is not in something You know, and I thank God for that. Don't get me wrong, that nigga, I like things. And I'm talking about, they're not supposed to have things. But it's just not my energy and it's not my thing. I really like y'all to be straight. I really like when I look at my nephew and he talking like this. I really like, because I know where you come from and I know about hilltop and I know about all of that. I'm talking about, so why should I feel like I don't know what I'm talking about if I'm looking at y'all? Let me tell you something. I seen his nephew. I seen that guy. All I'm saying is that we tried that, man, and I know that God is showing me that you know what I'm saying. You got
a lot to be proud about.
Yeah,
you got a lot to be proud about.
Yeah.
So with that being said, Unc, I would like to say thank you for gifting me and gifting the audience with your time, your wisdom. It's a lot of things that I feel like in everything that you said in this interview that I don't really like to call it an interview. It's like a conversation because we do. I know we don't do this often because our schedules can never align, but I feel like this was pivotal, and I feel like this was something that I felt like not only myself, I shouldn't be the only one that get these gifts. You know what I mean? I should be, because I had this story right when I was growing up or whatever, where my mom, and I'm gonna close the podcast out with this one. Like I have this story right where I wanted an Xbox for so long when the original Xbox first came out.
Right.
I wanted an Xbox, and when my mom finally got it for me, she got me other gifts as well, right? But when I got the gift that I always wanted, I didn't care about the other gifts that she got me.
Right.
So what she did was I was in the room playing my game all the time, and then she came in the room. She said, "Kobe, I understand this is what the gift that you wanted,
right,
but you also have to acknowledge the fact that I bought you other gifts. So I need you to come out and be appreciative of the other gifts I bought you." And I didn't listen to her until she threatened to take the gift that I really wanted back. And I know she was just doing this as a fear tactic for me to acknowledge the other gifts she gave me. So once she threatened me with that, I acknowledged the other gifts. And then I wanted to play with the gifts inside the house. Then she said, "A lot of these gifts that I bought you are not meant to be explored inside of these walls of this house. What I want you to do is I need you to go outside and play with the friends, whatever your friends or whatever, people in the neighborhood, and just be a kid."
Right.
So I didn't understand it at the time, but then I went outside, and I didn't really care about those gifts, the other gifts that she got me. Right. But when I went outside, I seen other local guys and girls in the neighborhood. They looked at those other gifts that I had as something that was big.
Right.
And I didn't look at it that way.
Right.
So what she was trying to show me was, don't just keep all your gifts inside to yourself. Take them outside so everybody else can enjoy them just like you can. So, and that's the gift within you, your knowledge and everything that you blessed me with and the audience with, and all the gifts that we have out there in the world. Like, don't just keep all your gifts to yourself. Take your gifts outside so everybody else can enjoy them too. Because who knows? You may have a story to tell. It may be something that's in your gift that you don't acknowledge that other people may be able to see and say, "You know what? I appreciate that. Thank you for giving me that." So with that being said, thank you so much, Unc. I love you, Unc. I really appreciate it. If you ever hear your stomach growl because you're hungry and you're looking for somewhere to put some food in your stomach, make a pit stop here at the Let's Feast Food for Thought podcast, because I got some more food for you. And that includes leftovers. Cash App in the bio. And there's your dessert. Thank you so much, Unc.